flat. We'll highlight some of this stuff in a bit from now. Actually, LTI Mindtree is up 0.75% after selling off about 4.5% early on. Now, JSW Energy is the next company we are going to speak with. They posted a muted set of earnings for the quarter. Profits are down 44%. Margins have also contracted to around 27% from about 42% a year ago. Prashant Jain is Joint Managing Director and CEO at the company. He's joining us right now. Mr. Jain, great to have you with us here. Good morning. Appreciate your time. Could you run us through what happened during the quarter? It's a muted quarter. Talk to us a little bit about realizations, if you will. What were they like, and what's the outlook in this quarter now?
Yeah, good morning. So the quarter is muted when we are comparing year on year for the previous quarter, because last year we had a October where the power demand was very high and then power was being sold at 20 rupees. Whereas this October, the power demand growth was actually negative or almost flat. And the fuel prices in this quarter had gone up by 37%. So one side, the power tariff were lower, which was on an average was 4 rupees 55 paisa. Fuel prices were as high as 7.5, 8 rupees because of the higher coal price and lower power demand. And that's why the merchant sales volume was lower. But if you look at 9 months as a whole, then the power demand has been quite robust, which is 10% higher. And our merchant volumes actually are 65% higher as compared to the 9 months previous year. So seasonality also kicks in, and that's where you are seeing the aberration in this particular quarter. The current quarter, the power demand is very robust. For the January, for first 22 days, the power demand has been at 15% year-on-year increase. Similarly, the merchant tariffs have also inched up from 4 rupee 55 paisa. They are now ruling to 6 rupees 50 paisa to 7 rupees. So all in all, power demand is going forward is good, and also the tariffs are improving. Also, thermal coal prices, which were $240 per ton last quarter on an average, has come down to $170 in this month. So you are seeing a different situation now in the current quarter. Going forward, the power demand and tariffs are increasing and fuel prices are going down.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Jain, good morning. So since the power tariff, you said, has gone up from 4.5 rupees to about 6 to 7 rupees, what could this do to your EBITDA going forward? I mean, on an average, I think you are sitting at about, 600, 650 crores of EBITDA, but you had a range of 800, 900 crores in the preceding quarter as well. Now that power tariffs have gone up, perhaps fuel prices will moderate as well. How much do you think could your quarterly average be normalized over the next couple of quarters?
Sonia, good morning. We are having a seasonality in our business because in our hydro business, we are having the June and March quarter, they give the maximum EBITDA. And June and September quarter give the maximum EBITDA, and then it tapers down. Then second part is, which needs to be seen, is that we have a long-term power business, which is close to 83%, which is totally tied up, where our fuel price index, everything is a pass-through and we recover the fixed cost. It's only the 17% of our portfolio today is into the merchant market, which is totally dependent on the power tariffs and the fuel prices. On that 17%, we will be seeing higher volume going forward and also higher EBITDA contribution. As I said, in the first 9 months, we have already seen 65% higher volume, and also we have seen higher 38% higher contribution as compared to the previous quarter. The power demand is going robust, and then we tend to gain with this kind of a scenario. When the fuel prices goes down, our contribution for that 17% portfolio goes up.
Okay, all right. Hi, Mr. Jain. Let's talk about your inorganic growth then. You've gone ahead and you've acquired the Ind-Barath Energy. Give us a couple of numbers out here. One, how much of capex will you incur out here? By when does this plant get commissioned? And a rough EBITDA contribution on this asset itself. Go ahead.
So this asset is total project cost is around 2,700 crores. Of that, we have taken from NCLT at 1,050 crores, and balance 1,650 crore rupees will be spent on modernization of this plant and also setting up the environmental equipments like FGD and ESPs and all those kind of equipments, etc. We are expecting between 12 months to 24 months, this plant will get commissioned. The actual situation we will be able to tell you in next 3 months when we are opening up the equipments, because this plant was down and we were not in a position to open the equipments and see the internal condition. But between 12 months to 24 months, we will be doing it. And this project is being built at less than 4 crore rupees a megawatt, and it is a pithead plant where the fuel price will be approximately 1 rupee 30 paisa to 1 rupee 50 paisa. So we are expecting that we will be making equity IRR in excess of 25 to 40% on this particular asset.
Oh, all right. That's fairly impressive. Just wanted to ask you about the other acquisition as well, the Mitra acquisition. I recall you were guiding that it closes some part of 2022, I think, the end of that. But that's got postponed. When does this get closed off? And also, the street was hoping that Ebitda from around, I think, 1,200 crores moves to around 1,650 crores. Which year does this happen? When does it get closed? And how do you see this Ebitda contribution coming on? Go ahead.
Yeah, Nigel, you are right. We were expecting that it will get closed by 31st December, but there are 17 lenders, and then each lender has to go to their board, and sometimes they take it gets a little bit delayed. It's a matter of days. I am expecting anytime this month or early February, this transaction will get closed, and after that, we will do the consolidation of that particular project and take over. So it's a matter of days now, not even weeks. Second thing is that once we take over the asset, it's going to take 12 months maximum to do the improvement plan to improve the EBITDA from 1,250 crore to 1,650 crore.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Jain, for joining in and speaking to CNBC TV18. Appreciate your time today. Well, that's JSW Energy. They talk about how the power tariffs were lower in the quarter gone by, but now things have definitely improved. Fuel prices were higher as well, but now power demand has gone up significantly. For the market, by the way, it's still holding with good gains. Mitesh Thakkar joins in to give us his view. Mitesh, it's a decent opening, 120 points higher now for the Nifty. You think we could